Could I ask a few questions? Questions that are weighing heavily on my interpretation of equality in America? Questions important to me. Perhaps you, as well? Thank you. So, can we make transgenderism a religion? Should we? What is religious tolerance? What is religious intolerance? Is it fair to say that long-standing American policy is tolerant of people's religions, or alternatively, people's lack thereof? Of course, this is part of our nation's greatness and global admiration. Now, is it fair to say that those religions are tolerant of religions different from their own, as well as the absence of religion preferred by some? Well, if you said yes, then your answer would be modestly inaccurate. Historically, currently and fundamentally, that is simply not the case for religions, with the exclusion of Hinduism. No, I do not practice Hinduism. Did you assume I likely did, just a moment ago? Of course, because that's what we're used to with religions. We will tell you what is bad and who is evil and why we're the right one despite our failing to present evidence to support our claims. This should not deter you, however, for you need only faith. What is faith? Faith is defined as the complete trust, confidence, or belief in someone or something such as God or in the doctrines of a religion, based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. In America, this is tolerated because it is religion, and despite my inability to live my life here without escaping it, and saying religion everywhere I go. And despite costing America just over $100 billion in lost tax revenue each year, and despite knowing the writings so many of these people hold dear. Call for the destruction or death to all people like me. This is their freedom, and I refuse to protest it, because religious tolerance is necessary as an American. So I ask, why is it the religious people demanding my condemnation? Why are people operating under the notion of faith without proof, demanding that science prove the justifications of my existence? Or simply concluding that those justifications do not exist? Openly citing the same science that opposes their belief systems? All while ignoring the recent scientific findings which point to confirming the validity of our existence, which is far more than their religion has produced in 3,000 years?
Our founding fathers believed in the necessity of religious tolerance in the name of goodness and humanity. They also, however, understood the absence of tolerance in religion and therefore opposed its presence anywhere in American policy. We began printing, "In God We Trust," on our currency in 1864. The words, "Under God," added to our pledge in 1954. How? Christian lobbyists. This is not secular. This is a violation of American policy. Trans people are not violating our great nation's policy. We are only a violation to many religions' beliefs regarding tolerance. However, religion's contamination of American policy is obnoxious and unconstitutional. It can't be tolerated if a positive outcome is expected. What is required for my people to be accepted the same way as these religions? With religion infiltration of American policy and the recent pushes by it to integrate even more. Is the only defense of transgender people going to be living under the protection of religious tolerance? As a new transgender religion, it seems we have far exceeded the necessary requirements to be qualified as such. So I ask, in which direction does my pursuit of happiness lie, and what method of acquisition is necessary to my inclusion in America's equality?